Here's how to invest using Freetrade. I'll cover the entire process from account creation all the way up to investing into your first fund or share. If you want to skip forward to any particular parts, you can do so using the timestamps below. At the time of recording this video, Freetrade isn't a broker that we use personally, but if you're set on using them, then this is how you do it. Freetrade immediately prompts you to enter your email address when creating your account, and then asks you to verify it by entering the code that they send to your inbox. Once you've entered your unique code, you then need to create your 4-digit passcode to use when you sign in. However, if you're using the Freetrade app, you can just choose to turn on Face ID instead if you're like me and can't be bothered to tap the screen 4 times every time you log in. Next are a few questions about your personal info, so your name, address, and birthday. All pretty standard, but you'll need to enter your national insurance number here, so be sure to have that to hand when going through this process. After inputting that, you've got some reading to do. Or not do, depending on how cynical you are of large corporations, but seriously, you should read it. There are 4 different declarations to confirm that you've read and agreed to, and then you're asked to choose what type of account you'd like to open. This is an important decision as each account will grant you different privileges, and the one you want to look out for is the standard account that allows you to open a stocks and shares ISA. At the time of recording this, the standard account will cost you $5.99 a month, or $4.99 a month if you pay for a whole year in advance, which ends up working out at nearly £60. This is why I don't personally use Freetrade, because the fee is quite a large percentage of the amount you invest if you're only investing smaller amounts such as £100 per month. But also, please remember that this is just a tutorial on how to use Freetrade and none of this is financial advice. Once you select your account type, you'll be given the choice of any optional accounts that you'd like to open, which is where I select my stocks and shares ISA. This will prompt a pop-up with some terms and conditions about the ISA for you to read and confirm that you agree to, and now it's on to the payment process. The next page allows you to link a card to the account in order to pay for the monthly subscription, so if you selected a paid for account, you can go through the motions to add your card. Once you've paid for your account, you'll land on your dashboard, and you'll be given the option of either using Apple or Google Pay or instant bank transfer. Apple or Google Pay is capped at £2,500, and this doesn't reset, so if you do hit this limit, you can always use bank transfer after that. With your account linked, it's as easy as typing in the amount you want to deposit and clicking pay. I deposited £100 to get things rolling for the purpose of this video, but you can deposit as much as you like. Now your account has money in it, you can start buying shares and funds. On your homepage, you'll have a portfolio of all your investments, but we don't have any yet. So we want to go over to the Discover tab at the bottom of the app, or use the search bar at the top right on desktop. If you're using the desktop app, you actually can't buy or sell funds at the time of making this video. I believe they're working on this, but I'll stick to using the mobile app for now. When you land in the Discover tab, you'll have some filters already laid out for you to have a look at, like popular this week or sectors that you can scroll through and choose from. These allow you to narrow down lists of shares and funds to look at and potentially invest in. However, if you know which share or fund you'd like to buy, you can simply search for it at the top. For this tutorial, I'll be putting my £100 into Vanguard's S&P 500 VUAG fund. Investing in a fund means that I don't need to go to the effort of building my own portfolio of stocks and shares, which is very helpful as I'm certainly not smart enough to know which company's share price is going to go up or down on any given day. So after searching for what I'd like to invest in, I can see data on its recent performance and a load of information about the fund itself, so I'm sure that I know exactly what I'm buying before I invest. When you're happy, click buy and enter the amount you'd like to purchase. Now when you click review order, it will tell you how many shares you'll get for your money and it will deduct that amount from your purchase value. If you're happy with that, click confirm buy and you're all done. If you're only looking to make a one-off investment, then that's you sorted. However, you might have noticed when buying that there is an add recurring order button underneath the buy and sell options, so I'll quickly explain that as well. This feature allows you to consistently invest money into up to 50 different funds and shares as often as you'd like. If you click Add to Recurring Order, you can select how much money you want to invest and how frequently it's invested. So for this example, I've set it to invest £100 on the first of every month. You can then choose how this money is allocated between your selected funds or shares by inputting a percentage. And seeing as we only have one fund for now, we can select 100%. The money will be invested from your free cash, which you can either manually deposit every month, or you can set up a standing order with your bank. But be sure to talk to them directly for further advice when doing this. Also, make sure to set the standing order up a few days before your chosen investment date so that the money lands in time. The recurring order will allow you to continuously invest without having to do anything manually. So if that's how you're approaching investing, then you might want to explore this feature. But aside from that, we're done. You've now bought your first share or fund using Freetrade. And better yet, you've invested inside a stocks and shares ISA. If you don't know what they are or how they work, I've put a video on screen now for you to watch next.